At 6:30, a story that might just make you slow down on your way to work or school this morning. We found in Tulsa alone, more than 1,500 drivers were ticketed for speeding through school zones just last year.
Yeah, these areas are heavily patrolled by officers who keep kids' safety as the top priority, but some argue these school zones could be speed traps with signage not properly placed or managed whenever it comes to keeping them visible.
All new this morning, I looked into the laws when it comes to school speed zones and which areas see the most activity. The sign says 25 when flashing.
He turned his lights on right out of this parking lot here.
Heed the warning or get a ticket. But that traffic ticket isn't your typical speeding violation. It comes with a hefty fine.
And it carries jail time if you're found guilty.
Violations down here.
Speeding through a school zone is serious business. Not only does it carry jail time, but also a max of a $500 fine, possibly both.
Do you know why I'm stopping you today?
And forget about a warning.
That he couldn't give me a warning because there's a new law where they have to get a ticket and you have to go to court.
Here's why.
It's different than any of the other speeding tickets because of the severity of if you're speeding, you hit a child, that's even worse.
The city of Tulsa gave out 1,555 tickets for speeding in a school zone last year, and officials admit officers patrol school zones for the safety of students. But Mark Jensen isn't buying it.
Supposedly it's about safety, but it's not. It's not safe at all. There should be signs there.
Jensen received a ticket back in November while traveling down 71st Street past Thoreau Demonstration Academy, which a 2 Works For You investigation uncovered received the most school zone traffic tickets last year in the city, with 551 citations.
I avoid saying first at all costs.
Jensen says because of his unfamiliarity with the area, he didn't realize it was a school zone and never saw the sign.
And you can't see that sign until you're right on top of it.
Jensen isn't the first to complain about the placement of the sign. 2 Works For You problem solvers did a story back in October when drivers complained the school zone sign was covered by overgrown trees. The city eventually sent a crew to clean it up. So what happens if you get a ticket and the sign isn't visible?
They can bring to court and contest it and see what the judge says.
In the school zone. Yes, ma'am.
But fighting that ticket will still cost you a court fee. So we set out working for you, looking to see which school zones see the most traffic violations and how you can avoid getting a ticket.
Our traffic division puts up these signs, and it's set by ordinance where they have to be.
Watch out for school zones. The city's ordinance states signs do not have to be uniform across the city, so look out for flashing signs or plain signs and obey the 25-mile-per-hour rule during school hours. Next, try to avoid school zones if possible. We discovered after 71st Street, Grimes Elementary on Harvard ranks second with the most citations, tallied at 236. In third place, Bell Elementary School on Admiral with 234 citations. Drivers like Jensen say the headache of the ticket isn't the problem and hopes the city will evaluate sign placement in the areas most ticketed so drivers and students can all make it home safe.